What's up, Pisces, and welcome back to my channel. Now, if you are new here, just know that I do have a playlist for Pisces. So that way you're able to go back to any past messages or any recent past messages. Also, Pisces, happy birthday, okay, to my little water sign siblings. And listen, because I heard this Justin Timberland, I'm getting sexy back. Are you guys getting your sexy back? That's why I keep hearing that song in my head, okay? I'm getting sexy back. I haven't heard that song in a while, but Pisces, are you guys really feeling yourself or just getting back to yourself where you're feeling better, okay? Your first tarot card was the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Look at the person in this tarot card, okay? They're sitting down, they're doodling, they're doing a lot of like art things here. You might be an artist or a painter, okay? Vulture culture could be significant. Something with skulls, jewelry. You might like to make jewelry pieces and add them to like art pieces, put them on paper or something. Or I see somebody likes to make their own phone cases, okay? Jewelry could be significant with that, but I'm getting vulture culture here. Skeletons, bones, something like that. The reason why Eight of Pentacles is coming out because you probably are an artist or like art. And even if you're not the best artist, I see you putting a lot of time and effort into your pieces. And because it's Pentacles, you might be pretty good at it as well. Somebody is very good at art and you are making money off your art pieces or trying to. But you're not doing it because of money though, Pisces. You're doing it because right now, you're finding solitude here. You're stepping away from some things here, and on your downtime, you are tapping into some skills. And even if you don't think it's a skill, it's like you are some type of artist here where you are sitting down. You might not be the best. Somebody here is really good though, okay? You don't gotta be Picasso, okay? But you are sitting down and you're just doing your thing on a sketchboard or painting something. But vulture culture could be significant here. Somebody likes being outside. You might find a lot of things when you're outside, when you're walking, and it ends up becoming some type of art piece here. You're doing this in solitude though. You're tapping into your inner child in the month of your, like during your birthday month here. Okay, it's very beautiful because the inner child is coming out with the Page of Wands here. The inner child is coming in with the Page of Wands. Somebody likes wearing crop tops, okay? That's coming out because, or you like the hippie style boho, okay? You're finding, if you were at a place, Pisces, where you weren't really able to tap into your inner child or do things that you like to do so far as doing things that you like, okay? That can go beyond the artistry, okay? But you're going back to things that you like to do when you were a kid, and it's making you very happy. And not only that, it's like you might be realizing that you can make it a skill to turn it into something greater than what it already is. So if you do art pieces, you might be thinking about opening up a business. And if it's already a business, you're looking to expand that business where you're making money. You're also doing it as well to possibly get over something. Because with that being said, we have the Five of Cups here, Pisces. You may have walked away from something or went through some type of grief and heartbreak recently. Okay? We had a storm. You may have went through a very hard storm. And it's like now you're coming out of it. It's like the water is being washed. It's like holy water almost, Pisces, where it's like washing over you as you're stepping out of almost being drowned in some way. Somebody was drowning with a lot of emotions recently, Pisces. And you possibly still struggle from this, but in a way, you're getting over it by stepping away from your everyday, like if you go, for example, if you go to work all the time, right, and you have the same set schedule, you're finding more time to step away from that, so that way you can do things that you like, especially with a lot of things that you used to do when you was younger, okay? Like painting or making art projects or just doing things. Like, it doesn't need to be perfect, okay? But you could be doing a lot of things around the house that give you happiness, okay, in some way, to take your mind off of things, but also so that way you can deal with grief with the Five of Cups here. You may have lost somebody in the past. You may have lost a lot of people in the past with grief. And like I said, Pisces, it's like you've been drowning for a while, where you're now, it's like you're coming out from being drowned for so long, and it's like holy water that's dripping over you, okay? As you're like coming out of the, the water at the beach. I see somebody here does like the beach. I'm getting a backstory of where you may have been drowned, or not physically drowned by somebody, but by a body of water at one point, that you were possibly almost drowned. If you do like the beach, and I know that's not going to resonate with everyone, but that's like a story here that you probably stick to because it was very scary. That's not going to resonate with everyone, but you may not even like the water though due to that. That's, like I said, that's not going to resonate with everyone. Detachment and cold is one of your oracle cards, all right? Detachment and cold is coming out, Pisces, because you may be very cold towards some people right now. Okay? It's like another side of you that people have not seen. So if, for example, if you were like the sweet giving person in the past, it's like you set boundaries with yourself and detached from, it could be a specific person that you detached from and came very cold from, or it could be many people because of the experiences that you had with them in the past. But I'm getting here, this is like a new personality that people have not seen from you, but I'm getting that there is a certain person that is now feeling this detachment from you. It could be a specific person in some way. With a solid foundation, it could have been somebody here that it was like once upon a time that it was a solid foundation with this person, where you felt comfortable, where you didn't have to feel vulnerable at times. This is somebody here that really does project on you and has in the past, okay? That made you had to keep looking at yourself in the mirror due to this person. That's why mirror is like, that's why the mirror is here. Pisces, there may have been a time where you didn't like to even look at yourself in the mirror because this person projected so much bullshit onto you. I can see that this individual has a lot of their own shit. Like, they have a lot of like insecurities, Pisces. Okay, they have a lot of insecurities, and because I feel like you're stepping into your inner child and choosing to work on yourself, but not getting your spark back. Like I said, it's a Sexy Back by Justin Timberland. Somebody here is getting their spark back, and you had to detach from somebody because they don't like it. Okay, this person projects a lot, like no accountability. No accountability. And if they do it, it's like they put on a mask so that way they can try to flip it on you later. I'm getting Storm Unexpected as a Tower. That's my Tower card. Okay? That goes with the Five of Cups here. You went through something with either multiple people or one specific person, and it was not the greatest experience with this individual. Okay? It was very painful, very heartless. This person is fucking heartless. I don't like their energy right here, because they made you feel abandoned, okay? They possibly did make you feel abandoned, Pisces. And listen, my Pisces are very sensitive. Water signs altogether could be very sensitive people. And this individual made you feel like you had nobody, okay? And it's like they don't like your success also in some way. It's given jealousy, okay? They could low-key be jealous. That one wanted to come out so bad with the Eight of Swords. Okay, this person also plays victim. A lot of this person is something else here. They wanted to make you feel restricted, Pisces. Like they were the only person that you could go to when with anything. A lot of controlling behavior with the Emperor in the reverse. Okay? There was many times where you felt very isolated with this person, and it's like now that you are coming out of, you don't want to be controlled, and you want to be able to live your life and do what you want at certain times, okay? Especially if you had a partner. Okay? They have a fear of you going out and doing your own thing, Pisces. And I know how Pisces can be. You guys will really deal with some shit until you're fucking tired of feeling like you can't do anything. All right? And somebody wanted to control you, and I feel like you did not have you had a really bad fallout with somebody here. This person wanted to make you feel like you was trapped in your head, and you possibly were trapped in your head with the 8 of Swords here. You were possibly trapped in your head, Pisces, for a while on what to do. Should I leave this person? Should I stick with them? Should I leave this person? Should I stick with them? What if I do stay with them? Will they continue to be domineering? Will they continue controlling every part of my life when I want to go do things that I like to do? This wanted to come out. Pisces, you're coming out now in your read with the 8 of Cups in the reverse. You could be... Now, I'm not saying that you have cut this person off completely, because I don't see that all the way. But you have definitely withdrawn from this person. Okay? And the more that you drift away, the more that this person is becoming like a person that you have never seen before. Okay? You might be having second thoughts, Pisces, to stay with this person, but that's because of their controlling behavior. Okay? When the Emperor is in the reverse, is not really a good card. When the Emperor is in the upright, this person can be everything that you can fucking dream of. All right? They can be a great father. They can be a great husband. They can be a great everything. Okay? They know how to rule their territory in some way. But when this person's in the reverse, is not really a good card because they like having controlling behavior, and it's giving tyrant. Okay? This person can also scare you sometimes, I'm getting. Pisces, with the 8 of Cups here, you could be in a back and forth mood where you don't know what to do when it comes to them. But we're going to keep going. You got the Justice card here in the reverse. All right. Justice could be because you may have taken this person to court, or maybe thinking about it, or maybe you guys might be going to court. Something with court could be significant with the justice. However, that could also be to something like there's some injustice here, okay, where somebody is not taking accountability for their actions, and they're not going to take accountability because we have the Ace of Swords here. You could be very stressed. This person put a lot of fucking stress, Pisces. If this is current, like something that you're dealing with now, they have no way of changing, Pisces. They could be blocking your vision, your mentality, your something psychically. They could be blocking some type of chakra here, and you might not even be knowing it. But Pisces, you're fine though, because you're working on yourself and your inner child. You're diving into things here that you love to do, and you're working on certain projects and doing things that you love so that way you can heal. But in a way, as you're doing that, there's somebody here that is creating nothing but chaos in your life, where you might actually have to call the justice system on this person in the future. Or maybe this is something from the past. They want to confuse you with all of the projections to allow you to make you stay with them, Pisces. This could be somebody that you're dealing with, okay? I see only one person here. Could be a relationship or maybe a marriage, somebody that you was with. Could be a past person, whoever, it doesn't even matter. Whoever this person is, they don't like you healing yourself. What kind of fun? I'm sorry. I don't like how this person is, because who are you to try to control somebody from healing and tapping into their inner child? I don't like this person. The reason why I don't like them is because they want to cloud your judgment so that way you don't heal. They want to cloud your judgment so that way you're making the wrong choice when stepping away from them. They want you to be so conflicted with yourself, Pisces, that you don't work on your healing. That's selfish. What about the future for Pisces? This person is fucking selfish. You got to be careful, Pisces, because this person is going to know what to say, know what to do in order to keep you around. Okay? Focus on what you need to do to heal from whatever happened here. It's a whole lot of you, like a lot of you need to heal from some grief from your past, or this person is an illusionist. They're gonna do stuff. Okay, so Pisces, you gotta be careful, all right? With the Seven of Cups being in the reverse, they could come in and try to distract you very easily, Pisces, into making a different decision to let them go. Okay? They know every word to say when it comes to you, Pisces. You could be traveling soon, okay? With the Eight of Wands here, you could be traveling soon. Somebody here might be traveling. You might be going to visit a friend if they live far, okay? But this could also be this person coming back in, okay? You got to be careful. But I do see here, this could be you traveling. You might be taking an airplane or doing something, maybe you drive, okay? You could be making a decision to go on a trip. It could be overseas, Pisces. If you've never been overseas, I see here that you might be thinking about going overseas and doing something here. You might have a friend that lives overseas or at a distance. Page of Wands is coming out. You want your freedom, Pisces. You want your freedom. There's a Pisces here that is discovering their talents and what they want to do with themselves. Okay. Then you got the Five of Pentacles here in the reverse. Things are going to get better for you, Pisces, as you step away from this person. Okay, you may have went through some money losses also in the past, maybe recently. Okay, your money is going to be getting better this, like during your birthday month. Things are going to start looking up when it comes to your finances. So you may have had like a big purchase or something like that. It could have been from maybe actually buying a plane ticket or something with a passport here. But your finances are going to start looking up by the end of this month, okay? But you could already be in that energy where things are starting to look up now for you. Pisces. I don't know what else to put in this message, okay? I want to make it like short enough. I definitely want to make it short enough. Actually, I think I might just make that. If it does resonate, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, guys, because I'm going to do another one for you guys anyways, possibly next week. If it does resonate, please let me know in the comments and like and subscribe. Bye, Pisces. See you next time.